Hi campers! How are you all this morning? Very good, I hope. Today we will make a start on the wallpapering of the inside of the van. I'm gonna start with what I believe are the easiest bits, so that will be the larger parts, and then I'm going to work down to the smaller parts. If it's all going well, I shall make the effort to cover even the tiniest parts that are on show with wallpaper. If it's been a pain in the bum, I shall be painting the tiny bits. So, let's get going. Okay, a little bit of measuring. I had a flipping pen a minute ago. I haven't got a pen now, I'll have to remember. $110. Ugh. 25 and a half. 110. 25 and a half. Actually, if I just pull it up here, I think I've pretty much got it, haven't I? So as usual, I'm cutting it a little bit bigger. This time things are not going to be quite so easy, because I'm going to have to paste it, put it on, make sure all the grooves are in the right place, and then I have to wait for it to dry before I can go around with a craft knife and cut the edges off. It's going to be fun. What did I say? 25 and a half. I did say 25 and a half, and it is 25 and a half. And that's my flat edge, so that's going to go like that. As you can see, I've gone completely back on what I said, and I am gluing on the back of the wallpaper, because I worked out very quickly that would be a damn sight easier than trying to put glue on these. Pardon me. Right, what I need is something to get those bubbles out. This will do it. I'm using my fingernail to get right into the edges so I know exactly where I'll be cutting. Oh, still got bubbles. This is the most important bit, getting rid of these bubbles. That one's just moving along. It's migrating. So as you can see, it's going to be quite a laborious task. I'm not even sure that cutting around is going to be the most difficult part. I think making sure there's no bubbles is going to be the most difficult part. Because if there's one bubble, that means the glue's just going to dry out and the bubble is going to stay there. So that's why I have to be absolutely certain I've got all the bubbles out, which I have. And now I'm going to continue with the rest of it, so I'm not going to bore you with it, not even speed it up.
After not doing the 100% best job in the world on that cutout, I've discovered a different way to do it. So what I did was, I put the paper up against the vent and then I sandpapered where the vent was protruding so that I had my circle. And then I cut crisscrosses all the way around, and then I put it back on again, and I used my fingernail to drive it into the groove around the edge. And then when I brought it back to the workbench, I very carefully just went round it on the back with the side of a pencil so that I've got the round shape. And now I'm very carefully cutting it out with a craft knife, and let's see how that goes. Okay guys, so this is how far I've gone so far. That bit stuck, that bit stuck, that bit stuck, that bit stuck. Sticking this bit. I've learnt a couple of lessons. The old cutting it a bit wide, pasting it and then putting it on, that's not a good idea. It's the devil's own job to get the edges cut straight. I've ended up having to get a ruler and push it right up against the trim, try and cut it. It's not a perfect job, but it doesn't look like a bag of poo. Cutting around the vent there for the diesel heater, I've not done a good job of that one, but I'm doing a better job of this one. What else have I learned? Nothing about that. Anyway, two personal things that are going on while I'm doing this. The old nails have started flaking again. I'll come up a bit close and see if you can see what's going on there. I don't know if you will, but if I hold it there long enough it might focus. So I'm having to put my nail hardener on. And the other thing is, just in case you think I'm looking a little bit pregnant, leaning over doing stuff gives me a terrible bad lower back. So when that happens, I either have to stop work and lie down, or I can put my TENS belt on. Now, I got my TENS belt from Boots and I got it about 5 or 6 years ago, and my god, what a difference it makes. If you've ever get quite a lot of lower back pain, seriously get a TENS belt. You put it on, it's got 4 different settings for the different types of pulses. You choose a setting that you like, and then it goes up to like about 20 intensity. I have mine on about 10, and it's just going zoom, 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 zoom. My goodness, honestly, It's an absolute game changer when you've got lower back pain. It's doing its job now. I could hardly walk out of here when I went to get it, and I'm already feeling a lot better, and this will keep me going until I've finished the job. So I would definitely recommend a TENS belt. Now I'm going to paint my nails, not because I'm girly, but because I'm falling apart. And then I'll crack on with some more. Now then, all of this debris, this very damp, rotten debris, I have just found inside of here. Now, I can't tell if it's an old leak. Well, it's not damp and it has been raining. Or whether it's just a continual leak. I don't know what is going on here. That looks like dribbles. So if there is something going on, it's coming from there. And quite frankly, I don't want to deal with it. So I'm just going to take all the rubbish out, put a new piece of wood in, and pray. That is all. Right then. When I did that one, I turned the template over that I made. When I sorted it out, I turned it over, put it on a piece of wallpaper, and cut that one out so that I didn't have to shape it all again. Well, I have just done this one and pasted it up, but didn't think to turn it over and use it as a template for that one. So now I've got to go through all that rigmarole again, and trust me, it was a lot of rigmarole. What a numpty. Okay, so I've been up for a bit of a nap and a lie down, and come back up. I just thought you may benefit from being shown how I've done this. So I've put sticky tape all the way around the edge here. Some of it's not sticking as well as it could, just to keep it in place while I folded it back and stuffed it up into the corners. And I've cut it down in place. The last one I was taking off. I was like making the grooves and then taking it off and cutting it. But this seems to be a far superior way to do this. And now I'm going to go around the door hole, just so that I know where it is. I can't do all of it because I've got to hold it. But this is basically what I do. You see how it's making that little line? Well, I'm going to do that all the way around that door hole, and then I'll be able to cut it out from that. So I'll catch you in a bit. So I'm not going to bore you with all of the wallpapering, but this is a particularly tricky bit, and I thought that you might like to see how I'm doing it. Alright, that's nice and soggy. And get it up there.
Right, I'm just dropping it. I'm just lining it up around the hole to give me some small idea of where I'm going, and then start over this side and shove it back over until it lines up with where it needs to go. A little bit more shoving is in order. A lot more shoving is in order. So I want it lined up along here. That's reasonably nice. Is it lined up right down a bit there? Because I can't afford to have any of this showing, because that's right on the eye line and that'll drive me bonkers. It's pretty tough wallpaper. To say it was hardly anything a roll. That's from the range I got this. Right, that looks smashing. Get a bit of an overlap there, but it's better to have too much than too little. That is good. Lovely, that is. Now where's my brushy brush? There it is. Let's use this one. Oh, he's wobbly. Oh. Just go around with a flat of my hand, because there's no light shining on these, so I can't see sometimes when there's tiny bubbles, but I can certainly feel them. Look at that, that's good lush. Now let's get my slicer. Let's start here. Right, am I going to need a new blade? I think I'm going to opt for a new blade. It all gets a bit messy. They don't last very long, these. Come on, you monkey. Right, new blade. Where am I keeping them? Here, apparently. This is my last blade. In this packet. I've got more. Beautiful. Right, let's try again. Oh yes, that's the business. That was a bit tricky. Oh, you monkey. Oh yes. So, there you have it. That's what I've been messing about with. I'm hoping that's the trickiest bit I have to do. I think it might be the trickiest bit I have to do. But it's just a matter of plodding with this, because each piece is just a whole new ball game. I'm flipping happy with this so far. I'll probably see you when it's done now, unless I have anything marvellous to show you. Good morning everybody. Well, I'm a bit nervous today because I am filming this on my GoPro, my brand new GoPro, and I'm worried obviously that I'm thinking I'm catching footage and I'm not, because I've never used it before. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, so I'm hoping that everything's going to be okay. Fingers crossed. Let's get on and do some more of this chuffing wallpapering.
Well, I can't say that it went as well as I wanted it to down here. There's a bit of a air bubble there. So I'm going to slice the edge off, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue behind there. Now I'm hanging you precariously off a very small piece of wood. I knew there was going to be a problem, so I had to stick the edge down with a little bit of this tape. But we'll see how it goes. Ow! I stabbed myself. Right, let's dab some glue in behind there. It's not too bad. So you should be stuck alright. Sort that extra little bit, because I water down the PVA to do the wallpapering, but I use straight PPA, full strength PPA. I use full strength PVA to do any little edgy bits that haven't quite stuck. So hopefully that's that sorted out. And now, what shall I choose for my next bit?
Well, the choices. That one, that one down there, these ones along here, the back of this. The back of this seems like a good idea. I don't know if I want to be messing about with that before he puts this worktop back on. Might be a plan, because then the worktop will hide the edge. Okay, this is the one I'm doing next. So I thought you might like to see my method of getting around here. This is going to be the most difficult part for me to do, because I have no intention of trying to get any of these off, because I'll probably break them. I'm gonna have to think of something else. Okay, so ow! I gave up on that little bit. It was just driving me mental. I tried to do some measuring and drawing round and all that malarkey, but it wasn't working, so now I'm on to this bit here. This bit here. And see how I get on with that. I've had to go and have something to eat, because food always makes me feel better.
Right then, let's go. What could possibly go wrong? Ruler. Nah. Run my hand over it. No bumps, no lumps. So that's pretty much the process that I've been going through. That was quite a tricky one. I don't want to stick down the bugger. I don't want anything like that to happen again. And now I'm going to show you it when it's finished.